everybody, it's Sunday. Here we are again. Thanks for checking in. This is our 6th week of doing Songs for a Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all your moms out there. Hope you're having an extraordinarily joyful day and that you are, some of you, able to be with those that you love in one way or another. And I hope you're getting some hugs if you're allowed, because that's a big time Mom's Day thing. Holy guacamole. Here beginneth my 9th week of the quarantining. And it's 10 weeks today since I saw my other half, Eric. I want to send up some good vibes in his direction up on Moosehead Lake. I know that it's Mom's Day for him too, and on Monday it's his dad's 89th birthday, and this is usually a pretty big weekend for them. However, they have a few health issues going on up there, plus the corona on top of that, so they'll have to celebrate in whatever way that they can. But anyways, for those of you, if it's your first time tuning in, I've been starting things off with a couple of songs for the senior centers and the veterans homes where I play music at, which I'm unable to do right now, as you might guess. And I try to kick it off with a couple of songs for them, something they're familiar with. I do know that they're able to watch my shows on YouTube after the fact, and they've been enjoying it, especially the first couple songs that they all know, that they can sing to. This is a huge one for them. Everybody knows the words. And I hope y'all will sing with me too, those of you at home that feel like singing today. And I decided I would start with a sunshiny song. Here in southern Maine, it is May 10th, but it's chilly out there. The wind is relentless. We had snow yesterday, but we do have sunshine today, so let's go for that. Now, this is a sad song, but it's got sunshine in it, so it's not all bad. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Well, I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me and love another, you'll regret it all someday. Everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, please don't take my sunshine away. No, don't you take my sunshine away. Oh yeah, everybody needs some sunshine. That's for sure. I know I do. And they do say that vitamin D, which comes from the sun, people, is one of the best things to keep the COVID-19 away. So get outside whenever you can. I hope you're doing that. Let me wet my whistle. Okay. Well, this next song, for those of you that are just checking in right now, is also for the senior centers and the veterans homes. This is a big favorite over there, and it's also a perfect song to play on Mother's Day. Doris Day is the one that made this one really famous, although many people have covered this song. And it's a song about some of the questions that little kids ask their mothers. And I just love this song. It's beautiful. And all the seniors and the veterans remember this song, and they always sing with me on it. So I hope if you're watching, you're singing with me now. I can't wait to see you all again. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Oh, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Oh, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? And I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Oh, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. I hope some people were singing on that one. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I have been sort of keeping track of week to week what I've been playing. I keep my set lists and everything, and I do know that I shared this next song with y'all on the very first performance, which was April 5th. And at that time, we thought it was going to be just this one-shot deal, just one-hour concert. But you all have been so supportive of this weekly series that we, at your suggestion, decided to keep doing it every Sunday while we're trying to navigate the days of the COVID-19. And so I'm going to repeat this song today that I did many weeks ago, because it is Mom's Day, and I wrote this one for my mom. And I know she's listening, and she's singing up there in the big sky. And I just want to say, I still can hear your voice. And for those that missed it the first time around and don't know the song, I hear her real voice, even though 27 years before she got her wings and went to the next big adventure, she had a laryngectomy, and for all those 27 years, up till the end of her life here, she spoke with a little machine up to her neck. But I knew her voice from being her kid, and I never forgot it, and I never will. And that's what this one's about. Happy Mom's Day, Mom. Well, I was 5 years old when I questioned the rule, why we had to dress for church and go to Sunday school. 'Cause it seemed to me that God was living inside of the trees and the breeze and the water and I would hear your voice whispering behind me, telling me I'm right to feel the way I do. I would hear your voice. It was always there to guide me. I hear your voice. I hear your voice. I felt a little different from the rest of my peers. I was popular with pondering in grade school years. I was trouble for the teachers who saw black and white. My need for deeper answers kept me up at night. But I would hear your voice whispering beside me, telling me I'm right to feel the way I do. I would hear your voice. It was always there to guide me. I hear your voice. I hear your voice. Life was not without your reprimands. There were times when I felt distant from you. But years later I can understand. You always did the very best you could do. I hear your voice. So I tell the operator, get me Mom again. I tell her, no, that's not a recording at the other end. You see, the cancer left my mother with not much choice. And what you're hearing now is just my mom's new voice. But I can hear your voice, 'cause it's living deep inside me. And it's telling me I'm right to feel the way I do. I can hear your voice. It is always here to guide me. I hear your voice. I hear your voice. I can hear your voice. I hear your voice. That one was for lovely Lou. I know she's listening. She's probably singing. She's up there in a big old cloud. It's full of music. She's probably sitting there with her best friend, Kathy Stakel, whom we lost a couple of years after my mom died. And they're together again. And tomorrow would be Kathy Stakel's birthday, actually. So I'm glad you got your best friend with you for your birthday party tomorrow, Kathy. I think about you all the time. And yeah, I will do Pilot Light for you again, not this week, but maybe next. But anyways, I got to tell you guys, I've been creating these set lists week to week that they're challenging because I'm pulling out songs that you're requesting that I haven't done in a long time, or else I think of something that I think it might lend itself to our situation or the day at hand. And I have to dig down deep and remember how I played those songs if I haven't played them for a while. And this one in particular, I wrote this song in 2011, and it was, less than 2 years before Mom died. And she had just come out of the hospital. She was in and out of the hospital those last bunch of years. But she came through this one period, and after a real struggle, and they sent her over to a rehab to get herself better so she could go home. And I remember when they transferred her from the hospital in Portland to the rehab facility about 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away, and they had to have all these things on board for her because she has a lot of different health issues, and she breathes through her neck with her laryngectomy and all, and so they got her situated, and we made sure that she was in a good place. But then at one point, maybe a couple of hours before bedtime, she had some issues, and something came up, and the male nurse on duty freaked out and wanted to call an ambulance and rush her back to the hospital because he didn't know how to deal with it. And here's my mom. She's a nurse, by the way, and she just looked at him, rolled her eyes, and picked up her little talker and said, "Deal with it." She wasn't going anywhere. She was staying put. She wanted to get the rehab done and go home. So anyways, after that happened, I wrote this little song for her, and I had forgotten all about it. And I saw it in my lyric folder the other day, and I said, well, I'm going to try to pull that out and play it on Mom's Day. So this one as well is for Lovely Lou. And I hope I can get it. I brought my lyrics just in case I space out, which, is likely to happen at some point here. So here we go. Let's see. Well, my mom might be a little bit skinny. She can still do a real good shimmy. Watch her shake. Oh, she can bake. She makes the best cookies. She takes the cake. Yeah, you can bet your butt that she'll be eating it too. Don't mess with Mom. She might be old, but she's still strong. Don't mess with Mom. Because she's sharp as a tack and she is never wrong. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with my mom. Well, my mom might take a little bit longer, but she's coming in ahead. She's coming in stronger. Watch her shake. Oh, she can bake. She was the best. She takes the cake. Yeah, and you can bet your butt that she'll be eating it too. Don't mess with Mom. She might be old, but she's still strong. Don't mess with Mom. Because she's sharp as a tack and she is never wrong. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with mine. just a tap and she is never wrong. Don't mess with mine. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with mine. Don't you mess with my mom. Don't mess with mommy. She won't think it's funny. Don't you mess with my mom. Don't piss her off. Love you, Mom. I haven't played that song since 2011. Wow, that was kind of fun. Oh, where are we going next? I know where I'm going. I gotta wet my whistle. How y'all doing out there today? All you moms, did you have like breakfast in bed, or did you have a special brunch thing, curbside, or I don't know. I hope you did something special and it's still happening for you. And I hope you're all healthy. That's on the top of the list. Oh, and by the way, I want you to know that we do get requests while I'm performing live. And I always take note of them, but most often I save them for the next show because I'm an English major. And I like to kind of like thematically link songs together and create some sort of a set that's coherent. It's always subject to change, and there's probably a bunch of mistakes about to happen at any given moment. But I do try to put something together that's kind of a coherent presentation. And I hope I'm able to do that for you today. Let's see, where was I going next? Oh, I know. You wouldn't have any moms if you didn't have kids, right? And one of the jobs that mothers have is to answer a lot of questions, to redirect if somebody's a little bit, off on the wrong path. But also a huge job of a mom is to comfort their kids. And I picked this song to put in the playlist today because my youngest sister, Betsy, used to sing this song to her kids when they were going to sleep and they didn't really want to go to sleep, or they were upset and they were a little weepy, and she would sing this song, and it was written by Bette Midler, and it was a prominent feature in the Disney movie Dumbo. And it was a song that the mother elephant sang to the little baby elephant Dumbo when he was upset that she was in a cage. But anyways, a lot of people covered this song. Bonnie Raitt was one of the people that covered the song. And I kind of borrowed her version and learned it. And I got to sing this song at Betsy's oldest child's wedding when Walt married Emily. And this was the mother-son dance song, and I got to sing it. I learned it with the band that they hired, and I got to sing it. And I loved the song so much that I learned it on my own. And it goes like this, if I remember. It's a really pretty song. Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never depart, baby mine. Little one, when you play, don't you mind what they say. Let those eyes sparkle and shine, never a tear, baby mine. And if they ever knew the beautiful one that is you, then all those people that scold you, what they'd give for just a way to hold you. From your head to your toes, you're so sweet, goodness knows. You are so precious to me, cute as can be, baby mine. And if they really knew the beautiful one that is you, then all those people that scold you, what they'd give for just the right to hold you. From your head to your toes, your hot stuff, goodness knows. You are so precious to me, cute as can be, baby mine. Ooh, you know that you're so precious to me, baby of mine. Ooh, baby of mine. Isn't that a pretty song? It's from the Dumbo movie. It's written by Bette Midler. Woo! All right, let me wet my whistle. Oh, and thank you. Before I forget, some of you have caught on to the fact that while you're watching this live, if you share it to your own timelines, that the potential for more people seeing it and getting in on the fun and seeing the digital tip jar is very, very good. Oh, got a request for next week. We'll put it on the list. All right. So, it was for Bobby Burns. Jan Reed. We'll do it next week. I'll remember. Okay. Let's see. Now, this next song, I have to say, I'm gonna dedicate this song to a special daughter who really loves this song, and I'm sure that her mother is very happy that her daughter is as special as she is. Now, this girl, she's 5 years old, and she reminds me of a mix between Pippi Longstocking and Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird. And you know what? She loves this song, and she was singing it while her dad and I were making a video for this song that I wrote for Greta Thunberg. And so I'm going to give a shout out to young Violet, lover of all things purple, lover of life, and just she's a little mischievous, I sense, but she really likes this song and she likes to sing along. So if you're listening, Violet, you can sing with me now from wherever you are. There's a girl with a sign near the Parliament steps. She's striking for justice, 'cause she hasn't seen it yet. But she's done her homework, she knows the score. I'm with you, Greta, we got to do more. I'm with you, Greta, we got to do better. The temperature's rising and the oceans are too. Deniers still claim that the science is lame, but you're calling them out, so I'm standing with you, Greta. I'm standing with you, Greta. From Australia to Africa, Sweden to the States, we're standing with Greta, 'cause the future's at stake. When policy makers won't tell the truth, the burden of honesty falls on the youth. I'm with you, Greta, we got to do better. The soil is tainted and the water is too. Still the deniers feed their own desires, but you're calling them out, so I'm standing with you, Greta. Standing with you, Greta. Well, the inconvenient truth is so easy to see, but greed is turning eyes away from the harsh reality. It's the drilling, it's the fracking, it's the spilling and the slacking. It's the people with the power continually tracking. Their bank accounts are growing, never caring, never showing concern for the planet. So let's call them out, damn it. I'm with you, Greta, we got to do better. Animals are dying and the trees are too. Deniers still claim that the science is lame, but you're calling them out, so I'm standing with, I'm with you, Greta, we got to do better. You're calling them out, so I'm standing with you, Greta. I'm standing with you, Greta. I'm standing with you, Greta. That one was for Miss Violet, the Queen of Purple. 5 going on 10. Or so she thinks. Okay, so now these next couple of songs aren't really for kids so much. I mean, they're safe. Don't worry. You don't have to turn the feed off or anything if you got kids listening with you. Don't worry. But this next song I wrote back in 1977. 43 years ago, if I did my math correctly. And this is back during that time when I was working at LL Bean in the camping department. And when we got out of work on Fridays, we used to want like a beer or two. And so we went out searching for that. And we were very successful, very close to our workplace. And I wrote a little song about this little place we used to frequent. Yeah, I wrote this. This was not my first song that I wrote while I was stocking the freeze-dried food racks at LL Bean in the camping department. I had written the Ziggy Blues prior to that. which I played a few shows back. But this one I haven't played in a while, and let's hope I remember all the chord changes and all the words. But it's about this old little dive we used to really love. The beers were cheap. They had really good music on the jukebox back then. And the place was called Pearlie's. And okay, cross your fingers, everybody. Here we go. All right. Was a mighty hard one at LL Bean. We were wrestling with the tourists all day. I knew when my watch went 4 o'clock that it was time for me to get out and play. I passed her by the sheepskin auto seat covers. A look at you and I could tell. Together tonight we could drink some beer, maybe raise a little hell. Well, the obvious place to drink that beer was across the street at Pearlie's. It was the #1 dive in Freeport, Maine, and on Fridays the drunks go early. Grabbed a booth in the corner, got a pitcher of Bud, proceeded to guzzle with glee. Within an hour and a half, double L's was a myth, and we were higher than a kite could be. But I left my heart at Pearlie's in a pitcher full of beer. As the quarters bumped the jukebox, you could hear it loud and clear. And we smoked a little reefer, smoked enough to last a year. Left my heart at Pearlie's in a pitcher full of beer. Well, it was a couple of years since our first beers, and Pearlie's became the rail. So Fridays at 4, we'd run for the door to take advantage of the quarter a beer sale. The stock crew and I, we used to get real high until the tax man closed her down. The next thing I heard was the terrible word that a fire brought her to the ground. But I left my heart at Pearlie's in a pitcher full of beer. As the quarters bumped the jukebox, you could hear it loud and clear. And we smoked a little reefer, smoked enough to last a year. Left my heart at Pearlie's in a pitcher full of beer. Left my heart at Pearlie's in a pitcher full of beer. No kidding, folks. We did have 25-cent drafts back in 1977. We drank mostly Budweiser back then. I can't even drink beer anymore because I'm mostly gluten-free. So there's a lot of gluten in beer. But anyway, I hear that alcohol sales since COVID-19 have gone up quite a bit. The last time I heard about it was 2-3 weeks into it, and back then it was 55% more people having their cocktails around happy hour or whenever they do that. But I'm thinking that as long as we maintain some semblance of mind and stay healthy, because you got to keep your immune systems in good shape, folks, to get this thing off our backs. So just saying. All right, what's the next thing? Oh yeah, I don't even need my guitar for this next song. Oh boy. I definitely am taking some risks today because I haven't done these songs in like forever. But this story it's kid friendly, but it's suggestive. And when we get to the parts where it's suggestive, I just bleep it out. So there's a story behind this song. I was at the Kerrville Folk Festival in Texas. I've talked about the folk festival before. I played a song about mud over matter last week, about how muddy it can get in the spring when we're all camped out and the skies open up and whatnot. But I had been to the Kerrville Folk Festival, and I took a break and went and stayed at a friend's ranch for a couple of nights before I had to get on a plane and come back to Maine. And these people just loved everything about the outdoors. And they had one of these homes that you see in Texas quite a bit, and all the floors are, like kind of pebbly rock, so you can walk around barefoot and it feels good on your feet. And you can actually, if it's really hot, you can throw cool water down on there to cool things off. But anyways, the outdoors was very much a part of the indoors there. And so we put together this fabulous meal, and we were just getting ready to sit down when one of the kids went outside and captured a little spider. A pretty spider, I was told. And they put it in this jar, and they brought it in, and they put it on the table in the middle of the dinner table, right as we were getting down to sitting down to eat. And it freaked me out. You know, and you'll get it when I start doing this little piece, if I remember it. But I thought about it, and I flew out the next day or the day after, who cares? But I wrote this on the plane on a couple of those bar napkins on my way home. And anyway, it appears as a kind of a hidden track on my A Light for Liza CD. And a lot of people just turn the CD off after the last song plays out. And so they've never even heard this. But it is a true story. And it goes like this. Okay. I had supper with a spider. They caught it outside and they put it in a jar. I had supper with a spider. They put it on the table and it wasn't too far from my dinner plate. I was hungry, but I had to wait to eat my dinner. I just looked at it. 'Cause the spider made me nervous. I was scared as bleep. I had supper with a spider. My very first tarantula, hairy and black. I had supper with a spider. And when they first caught it, I almost had a heart attack from the sight of it. 'Cause I'm from Maine and I'm not used to it. But my friends like spiders. It was just my luck. And though it couldn't hurt me, I was thinking, what the bleep? I had supper with a spider. It was only a tarantula. I started to relax. I had supper with a spider. I began to eat my dinner and I watched it through the glass for the fun of it. And I was just getting used to it when my friends up and let it go. And then I didn't sleep all night, 'cause then I didn't know where the damn spider was, and it made me so... I didn't like it. That's a true story. And I'm so glad I remembered all the words. Oh, goodness gracious. Yay. Those people, what were they thinking? This big, huge tarantula in a big jar in the middle of the dinner table. Not for me. All right. Well, I had a request for this. And it's a perfect song to play today because it is May 10th and it's supposed to be warm in these parts, but it's really not. And my friend Rodney Ray Walker from down there in North Carolina asked me to play this one. And last weekend on Sunday it was like 85, and this weekend, well, yesterday anyways, they had down jackets on down in North Carolina. While it was snowing here, by the way, folks. What's up with that snow in May stuff? I don't know. I thought April snow was a little off, but things are getting a little dicey around here. So we need this song right now. We need this song. It's summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama, she's so good looking, yeah. So hush don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna wake up singing. You're gonna spread your wings, take to the sky till the morning. There ain't nothing that can harm you, 'cause your mom and your papa, they're standing by. Oh, they're standing by. It's summertime and living is easy. Those fish are jumping and the cotton is so high. Your daddy is so rich, and your mama, she's so good looking, yeah. So hush, pretty baby, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Oh, I love that song. I never get tired of it. It's such a great song. It will be summer one of these days. Not today. So guys, I don't know if you noticed, but my hair's getting in my face, and I have been snipping at it. I'm getting nervous that I don't want to touch it anymore, but I'm crossing my fingers. I might actually get a haircut this week. That would be good. That would be really good. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing pretty good. All right. Oh, before I forget, some of you do ask, where can we get your music? And you can go to my website and look for links to iTunes, and you can purchase and download everything there. You can also stream my music on so many different platforms. We got Spotify and Deezer and Napster and Apple Music and Amazon, and you can probably buy it on Amazon too. It's hard to keep up with it all, but I'm so glad other people that know how that works help me out doing it. So if you really want to have some of my music on your iPad or iPhone or on your computer, you can do it. I do still have some CDs, but they're hard to find now because the CD Baby store is defunct, but we might figure something out about that later. Or just come to a show when I'm allowed to do a live one, because I usually have some with me. But anyways, okay, where are we going next? Oh. All right. Y'all know by now, if you've been checking in or if you've known me over the years, is I'm a huge Joni Mitchell fan. And she wrote this song while she was in a plane. So I'm not the only one that writes songs on planes. I'm pretty sure that I read that she scribbled this on cocktail napkins as well. So, that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna do a shout out to my fans that always come to Toddy Brook once a month when I'm able to play over there. Hopefully we'll be able to start doing that again. Maybe July, I'm hoping. But this is a big request over there. And so I'm going to send it out to them and all of you. And yeah, we need sunshine in summertime, but sometimes the clouds get in our way. Bows and flows of angels' hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone, so many things you would have done. The clouds get in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds, illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, that dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now my friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. I really don't know life at all. What a lovely song. Joni Mitchell wrote that song when she was, I think, 22. You kidding? And then, of course, Judy Collins got a hold of it, and she sang her version of it, and that hit the airwaves when I was a senior in high school. And so now I totally dated myself, but y'all know I'm old. So that's good. That's fine. But that just was, that put her in the limelight. And from then on, her career actually started to skyrocket. But what a great song that is. All right, let me wet my whistle. Let's see. So, this next song's got sunlight in it. I think right now we all need sun. Vitamin D, they say, is really good if you're trying to build your immune system and fight off this COVID-19 thing. But for me, I need outdoors, sun, music, and love. We need love so much right now. And although many of us are quarantining solo, like myself, and haven't been hugged or touched in weeks, there's still ways to connect with people and feel the love. And that's what this song is about. And I need to acknowledge the other writers on this song. I wrote this song with my partners, Dan Merrill and Lynn Deaves, back in, from 2000 to 2005, we toured New England as a trio called Under the Song Tree. And we penned this song together. I had an initial idea after driving home from the Berkshires after playing a couple of nights over there. And on the way home, it was just sideways rain and wind blowing and slashing. And the first verse came to me. And then I brought it to them because we were trying to do some co-writing. And this one came together pretty quick. And I'll miss the three-part harmonies on it today because they are stellar singers for sure. But you can find that, the Under the Song Tree version, on Spotify or any of those other platforms I mentioned. And it is downloadable at iTunes and Amazon. And so check it out. Let me make sure I'm in tune. We'll find out. I think we're good. Cross your fingers. I've only played this song solo one other time publicly, and that was back right after Hurricane Katrina. And we had a bunch of us get together in Old Orchard Beach at the beautiful facility there on Temple Street in Ocean Park. And I sang this song solo because I thought it lent itself to that. But we're in a different kind of a storm now, and I think it lends itself to this as well. The sun to save me from the dark, just a little light so I won't fall apart. Under bluer skies I could dry my eyes. I need the sun to save me from the dark. I need a song to save me from the wind. Seems to me it's blowing hard again. With a simple sound I could stand my ground. I need a song to save me from the wind. I need your love to save me from the storm. Just a gentle touch when I'm tired and warm. Will I find you there? Will you hear my prayer? need your love to save me from the storm. Just a little light, a simple song, and a gentle touch, and I'll be strong. I need your love to save me from the storm. Just a gentle touch when I'm tired and worn. Will I find you there? Will you hear my prayer? I need your love to save me from the storm. Will I find you there? Will you hear my prayer? I need your love, oh, to save me from the storm. I do need your love. I appreciate your love and for supporting these Sunday concert series. You all take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay kind, stay hopeful. And I will see you next week. Thank you so very much.